Hello and welcome to the Entrepreneurial Musician from Hits Academy, a newsletter, coaching service, podcast, and blog preparing today's musicians for tomorrow's realities. Today's episode is titled, Every Expert Was Once a Beginner. Thank you to Parker Mouthpieces for providing the hosting for TEM. Parker Mouthpieces offers fine, customizable component mouthpieces for horn, trombone, euphonium, and tuba, including the Andrew Hitz Artist Model Tuba Mouthpiece. You can find out more at parkermouthpieces.com or follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Okay, first things first is that I am raising money for the Mockingbird Foundation. The Mockingbird Foundation is a charity that I have had the honor of serving on the board of directors for the last 12 or 13 years. We have handed out grants in all 50 states, like 500 and something grants over the last 25 years in support of music education. It's an amazing, amazing group with almost no overhead. I'm very, very proud, fiercely proud. And I am offering up to 10 people a clarity call for just $100 with 100% of all money going to the Mockingbird Foundation in direct support of music education. That is less than half of what a clarity call usually costs. I'm limiting this to just 10 people, but it's just $100. And I just did a clinic in Tennessee, and I got to actually did a clinic at a school where we had recently given a grant, and I not only got to see a brand new tuba and a brand new bass drum that this school bought, but also got to meet the young man and the young woman who were playing these instruments. And these instruments are going to be there long after these people graduate from high school. Very, very exciting. So it's just an awesome mission. So please help me to raise $1,000 for Mockingbird, and in the process, get clarity. You're probably not lacking motivation. What you're lacking clarity is clarity. It's knowing exactly what you need to do next to be able to fulfill your goals for 2024. If you go to tem.fm/mockingbird, then you can sign up. But I will tell you, I'm announcing it here first, but act fast, because this is also getting announced on the Brass Junkies, which has a large audience, and there is some crossover there, so I expect these slots to go quickly. tem.fm/mockingbird. And if you just want to donate to Mockingbird, it's mbird.org. Yeah, really, really great stuff. Thank you so much for considering. Okay, every expert was once a beginner. This is going to be a short one because just the title alone is enough of a reminder for me to keep a healthy mindset. Here is a list of people who all started out as beginners. Yo-Yo Ma, Meryl Streep, Martin Scorsese, Renee Fleming, Paul McCartney, Alice Coltrane, Frederick Fennell, Jimi Hendrix, Ricardo Morales, Virginia Woolf, Walt Whitman, Dennis Brain. I think you get the point here. They all were beginners the first time they wrote a poem or directed a movie or attempted a Bach cello suite or taught a masterclass. As in, had no freaking clue what the hell they were doing. They didn't even know what they didn't know. Imagine for just a second being there the first time a young Yo-Yo Ma tried to play a double stop. Guaranteed it was out of tune, uneven, and unpleasant. Imagine being there the first time Alice Coltrane tried to improvise a solo. I bet she played way too many notes and left no space whatsoever, just like we all did the first time that we attempted to improvise. Imagine being there the first time that Meryl Streep tried to act. According to her Wikipedia page, she made her stage debut in 1975 at the age of 26 and was nominated for a Tony Award in 1976. But, did I say 75? Yeah, anyway, it's late. She made her stage debut, and then a year later she won a Tony Award. But what they mean is that she made her professional debut at age 26. Don't get me wrong, it's still impressive that she won a Tony Award, or rather was nominated for an award within a year of her professional debut. But she acted in middle school and high school and didn't even really get the acting bug until she got to college, and she's talked about this a lot. In other words, it took a number of roles before she even dreamed of being the Meryl Streep we know today. The notion that all experts started out as beginners is possibly the most obvious thing I've ever said in 300 plus TEM episodes. And yet it is something that I need to be reminded of regularly, like for real. Because imagine if Yo-Yo Ma cringed at those early double stops and quit, or that Alice Coltrane said screw it and stopped improvising as quickly as she started, or that Meryl Streep decided that she was never going to amount to anything as an actress. The reason any of them would have made that decision probably would have been that they saw or heard someone who was, quote, good and decided they were never going to get to that level, and that obviously would have been a lie. So embrace being a beginner. Everyone you look up to did at the beginning of their journey. Okay, this week's quote is from Barbara Scher. You can learn new things at any time in your life if you're willing to be a beginner. If you actually learn to like being a beginner, the whole world opens up to you. That is powerful. It's all about remaining teachable. If I remain teachable as a tuba player, if I remain teachable as a graphic artist when I'm making the graphics for all of these episodes and for the Brass Junkies, if I remain teachable as an interviewer, as a husband, as a father, as I fill in the blank, then I'm happy. Then I view challenging situations as opportunities to grow. And if I'm not teachable, then I try to shy away from anything that challenges me because I fail and then I take it personally. And so you can learn new things at any time in your life if you're willing to be a beginner. You can't skip the awkward part. And so if you can learn how to lean in, and I'll close with this. I think that most of us, I don't know if I've ever met anybody who is teachable in every single aspect of their life. And I've also never met anybody who has a fixed mindset and is not teachable in every aspect of their life. I certainly have met people who have leaned one way or the other, but I think that we all have aspects of our lives, of our careers, where we are teachable and where we are not teachable, where we're willing to be a beginner and where we're unwilling to be a beginner. And if in the areas of my life that I have figured out a way to actually enjoy and embrace being a beginner, it's amazing. It's empowering in this really organic, not in this like forced self-help, like you can do it like rah-rah kind of way, just in this organic way. It's exciting. It's just something that I want to learn. I want to fail. I want to be challenged. And that's something that can be cultivated, which of course is intentional. And this quote was a great reminder for me to heading into the new year to look for my blind spots where I think I know everything, or at least where I act that way, meaning I'm not teachable, and try to actually embrace being a beginner in those aspects, like the ones that I'm already successful at doing that. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for your patience in episodes not coming out every week of late. I've had a lot going on, as the world has had a lot going on. But yeah, a lot of things that I'm dealing with, but I'm dealing and trying to remain teachable. So today I'm doing a good job, but tomorrow I could screw it up and have to work on it all over again. I guess I have to remain teachable about remaining teachable. This is getting very meta. Thank you very much, and that is going to do it for another episode of The Entrepreneurial Musician.